Hello, test, 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 test. Are we live? Yes, I think we are. Hello, is everybody? I'm live. I am fix mic. Um, get ready, ready for a rough workflow. Um, Hi, this is the Red Ink Black Coffee Podcast, Wednesday, the 14th. I'm James. I'm a graphic designer available to help you promote your business. But in the meantime, we gather here to talk about life. Except today, I also have work to do. So I figured it would be expedient to do a work stream. Also, it's been a while since I actually got live and did so. It seemed like a good idea somehow. Getting um, just came from the gym. Still on my a deload week. So I swapped over to the 1 hour runs because that's a rest. And my knees be feeling it. Be getting the tingles. I couldn't even get up the stairs. Chow beat me. Um, feeling the leg day. Let's see here what I got on the menu on the schedule today. I will be designing 2 stickers, maybe 3 stickers, 3 stickers, and a brochure. Um, the stickers are already designed aesthetically, but I need to get the files prepped. Because finally, my sticker guy, new sticker guy, hit me up. I had emailed him last week. I was like, hey, I found you on socials and I'd like to do some business with you. What do I need to get set up as a reseller? Because that's what I do. I network with vendors that I like to resell stuff. So you don't have to, as my customer, you don't have to worry about file sizes and designs and stuff. You just tell me, hey, I need sticker for this event that says this, brochure for my business that says this, and then I'll put the rest together, and you can just look at it and be like, okay, good, that's good. Except people tell me that's good, and it's not good. Like sometimes typos happen and stuff, and people never read never read these things, even though I have a big disclaimer that's like, hey, you're responsible for verifying your information, because you might hand me some information that's wrong too. um Check your proofs. That's why they're there. Anyways, what am I doing? Um, Open user updates. Okay, well, let me update Photoshop beta. I have to use the beta program. I saw that they just like updated dynamic text into Photoshop, which is really cool. And nobody cares except me. Dynamic text is when, imagine you have 3 lines of text. It will make all 3 lines have the same width. So it looks like a big block of text. It'll automatically size them. And that only is exciting for me because it is so annoying to do that by hand. I don't know why it's taken this long to actually add that as a feature, but maybe I can show you. But yeah, how's everybody? How's it going? We may or may not get to regrets today. Regrets or dead regrets. I decided that's what I'm gonna call them. Dead regrets. Mistakes that no longer haunt you, that you learned from. Oh, I guess I could open, not Photoshop. Update these other programs too. It would be Photoshop and Illustrator. You ever wondered what a designer does? Show you. Oh man. Yeah, I finally finished my book though. Not my book. The book I was reading. I need some files. I don't have one prepped for this, do I? No. I think I'm gonna do some 2.5 by 2.5 stickers. File set up for that in CMYK. No, the Gordon Peterson Maps of Architecture. It was 30 hours. It was a brick wall of words. That man knows some big words. Some of it went over my head, but it only went over my head because it kept coming. It's kind of like when you're in the wave pool or something and it's just like big waves coming. Here is the first sticker. Elamu printed for you. I don't know why I had this idea. It's kind of like a tell him we sent you. Printed for you, sent you. I don't know. It just like popped in my head. This graphic, and I was like, yeah, I could do that, I guess. But that book, I enjoyed it. It kind of is a feel good book at the end of it because it wraps up in and the meaning of life is this kind of way, and it kind of gives you hope that you can apply it for yourself and stuff. But it also gave a lot of examples of how that meaning has been put in stories throughout many cultures over time, many religions, many all kinds of things, and it's like, yeah, this is the point of life because it is. Otherwise, life is meaningless and you just hate yourself. So that can't be it. He didn't provide a reason why that couldn't be it. He just kind of said this is what happens if you don't believe in yourself, which is fair. What am I doing here? So if I were to make this into a sticker, I think I want the sticker to have black outline, like black edges. I don't want a white rim around it. So first I will firm, cleaned up, cleanest it's gonna get. Export this as a PNG. I think is good. Export Illustrator. What I'm gonna do is prepare basically a print and a cut file in. This will be a die cut sticker. Not really a die cut sticker. It's kind of a lost and misleading term now, at least from what I understand. A die cut sticker is cut with a die, which would be a metal. Find one. It's something you fashion. But I need the actual. Find a good example, but imagine you're gonna press something like this. I said open the image. 55 holes. No, it's just a little metal bit like that that you would press into the paper or into whatever material you're cutting. And it would just cut you that exact shape every time. That's a die. what people are calling die cut these days is kiss cut, or where they tell an X-Acto machine to like trace the outline. Um, Nobody cares. Okay. It's just a little thing. I get misled when people say die cut because die cutting is more expensive or has been. Kiss cut is the cheaper new way of doing things. Anyways, I'm gonna embed this first so that my printer also receives the file. And then I'm going to start a new layer. It's gonna be my print layer. Can't duplicate it, can I? Gonna copy paste to my cut layer. And what I'm gonna do with this one, turn off the print layer. I'm gonna image trace this. That's gonna give me some hard lines here. But the only reason I want that, I expand that. Nope. The reason I want that, so I can fill everything in it. I only want outline. And I'm probably gonna have to fix it here. That does what I actually wanted to do. Okay. That's my outline. I'm gonna change it to red so you can kind of see what I'm getting at. Is like the cheater way of making a die or making the contour. What's a quarter inch? Oh, too big. I can't do that big. I don't want to be too small though. 1/18 of an inch is like one, or an eighth of an inch. 125. That's still pretty big. It's just gonna be a small sticker. This sticker is gonna be 2.5 inches. It shouldn't be a problem if it's like that. That's not bad. The actual thing is though, I'm gonna expand that. Then also get rid of the side again. So this is gonna be my cut. That's gonna be my cut. I'm gonna make this particular. You don't really want big jerky motions. It's an X-Acto blade. Curls aren't great either. You just want like shapes that are possible for a blade to go over. Just soft bumps with as few points as. And I can probably run an object path, remove anchor points. Or maybe simplify. That's 41 points right now. Yeah, it removed them. So this is pretty good. This one I wouldn't really mind if it was a little bump instead. Same here. Just want to avoid awkward Keep it fun. And fair, I think the vendor might do this. I'm not certain. But now I need to extend the black background, build this and beyond. It's gonna be this current layer and then send it all the way to the back. Yeah, and what I'm looking for is like, how do I get rid of that stuff? And I don't know if this is better to do here or on Photoshop. It might be better to do it on Photoshop, honestly. Well, no, I have to have a white edge because the hat thought about it. This is why it's good to work through. Yeah, I wouldn't be terribly sad if this is a sticker. I wish I could get this a little edge. That is possible with a stroke. Well, it showed me all these artifacts that I missed on any of these. Don't need them. Hmm. They're also like tones. I got like a darker black here. I could rasterize it and then end it. I'm not super concerned with the bolt beyond a nice quality. I am using this sticker mostly to test vendor, and it's gonna be like a free giveaway whenever I print something. Because people like giveaways. And I like advertising. Not really. But I like neat little stickers and stuff. I don't think too hard about it. The other sticker I have in mind is for the show. There's a card and collectible show coming up, and I kind of help the family in charge. It's a mom and pop store, your local card shop type energy. Yeah, this is gonna be like an off tone, which isn't the end of it, as long as it's not detrimental to the shape of the illustration. No, it's a mom and pop store, like all hobby shops. Just doing that. Don't make me stamp you. I might just heck it. I'll just smudge it out of reality. I would like to work with them more, but you know, I know the budgets in those types of places. I ran a card shop myself. A friend of mine, you didn't know. Budgets be tight. That kind of hobby market, and the distributors behind those games are so lost. They are not there to help you. They can hardly ever get you product. And half the time they don't even know what their companies are doing. It's not good. What I'm doing here is just blending. A very like bad blending job. But just to make that line less visible. That looks a lot better. I'm gonna crop this up a little bit so I catch the top of the hat. And I think that's good to go. See. Replace this, but it's not gonna matter because I embedded it already. So I need to unlock this. A link, relink it to the new version. New version should go outside those lines. Might have to go a little further. Or this could come in. No, I should make that go further. add more stroke. Stroke is the secret hack here. And that's the effect we want. We want to see the black line go outside of the gray line. Make it red. Oh, it is red. Something. Da, 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 da. Okay. There we go. Good dash. Knuckles. Okay, so that's the design. Tell them who printed for you. Wonder if I could embed this and try with it white, which means I have to go back on this one, but that's fine. Plugins, I already got the result, so where's my history? Far back can I go? I need to select, modify, and I can contract this 25. Heard it. I don't know. Might have to restart. Um, isn't really changes here. Well, I guess. In fact, I wonder if it would even be better to just go um to work through Illustrator. That's like I'm going to. The other reason I want to see this is see the contrast of the hat. It's just that edge that bothered me though. You'll see the original looked like that. That line. Um yeah, let me try the same. This would be the fast one. I'm just happy to be stuff. Why that's Grace. That give me that. Oh, there's a well, this doesn't matter. That kill this. And then we hit it with the paths. Oops, path simplify. Wow, I had one anchor point selected there. Yeah, that looks better. Um, yeah, yeah, that looks better. The color I'm not sure about. It was kind of Chow's idea. I kind of think I should leave it all one color. If anything, differentiate the skin, gun, and flesh. Um, but I think I do like the eye treatment. keep that. Let me place embedded guy. Maybe I can just select and trace this. It's gonna tell me to rasterize. That's okay. And I'm just gonna clone till I get the areas I like. Came out a little strong, so I'm gonna smudge. A little stronger, I think. And then sharpen it up so it matches the other. Other textures. And all I did was add a star. Star. Kind of looks like a jester though, I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Color. Texture there. I don't know, is green better? I feel like no, right? I don't know, it's not, it's just a little thing. Layers, that one. Call this one beige. Here, relink beige one. Now I have them side by side. I think the beige one. I think that's fine. Oh, we get back to layers. So that one. I'm gonna kill this artboard just because it bothers me to have the wrong numbered artboard. Expand this just a little bit. This is the most used from AI, I think, is generative expand. Because I get so many files from clients and stuff that don't have the right margins. Generative expand is just such a nice way to one click get a little bit more out of the edges so that I can perform cuts properly. Okay. And technically I don't have to make the I don't have to make the yellow go out that far. If I really wanted to be nice, printer some ink, I could just only put the bleed where I need it. But that's his job. Yeah, bro. He may not even use that file. He may things. Can't always trust your clients to do things right. Me included. Yeah, so I would make the bleed go that far. And the cut is the red line. So he saves all the ink. But that's just if I'm being a bro. Layers are still outline. Cut layer. Boop. Print layer. Boop boop. And the image is embedded. Ready to go. All that thicker. 2.5 by 2.5. Vellum. Who printed for you? Red and black design. I considered putting my own logo on here somewhere, like it would fit in the barrel of the gun. But it'd be really small, and stickers are more fun when they're universal, and it's already pretty targeted. I could only really sell this to other wholesalers or printers, which like I think they would like it. I don't know. But no, the main project. I should get to the main project I have tonight. Friend of mine has a brochure that needs. It is no bueno. God dang it. Gosh darn it. Sorry, Microsoft OneNote or whatever this is. I've never had to like go through so much security to get into a drive. Microsoft OneDrive. Like, how do I know you're the person that file wasn't for? Put your email in, and then I'll send you a verification code. With the Google Drive, you just have to like hit a button to like grant access. This one does that a little. Okay. The AHT brochure. I'm gonna open it in Illustrator just to see if I can tear it apart. This is for helicopter tours. My poor friend. I don't know who did this for them. I mean, it's fine. I'm just destroying the whole thing. Like it really is fine. But I found certain issues that mainly like margins. I guess it would have helped to bit tearing it apart. See if I can also get to transition you here, like that stinger. Yeah, so there's just little stuff. They want to redo the whole thing. I don't think it's like it has to be tossed, but I think this font is kind of hard to read at the body text size. It's not bad for headers. Um, or like the code. It's not bad when it's big, but when it gets small or when it's like black on red, you never want to mix black and red text. I've learned that. Okay, so I can break out all of these images, which is good. Um, Not good. Well, I don't think there's anything that's not good. Um, I can't copy the text there. So it's still text here. So I'm gonna have to use a mix of actually get the piece I want in the order I want. The give me toolbox, send me to InDesign. We're gonna design a trifold brochure right here, right now. I'm gonna make a new document that is 8.5 by 11 pages with columns. The gutter has 1/2 inches, 1/4 inches. I need lead of 1/8 of an inch. This is okay. This is what a brochure looks like. Margins and all. And the first thing I'm going to do is just copy text over, so I don't have to have this thing open. I don't know how this is going to copy. Yeah, I copied backwards. This should be on top, and the phone number should be... Oh, it is. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I felt bad. Apparently my friend ordered... It is copying. I just also have that other stuff highlighted too. Oh. Yeah, it should... Yeah, my friend ordered stickers with a QR code. They're worried that they won't work because the QR code that they have, this one, does not work. And I feel bad. It's a tough thing to be a printer and have misprints happen because we can't cover everybody, especially if it's like the client's fault for approving something that shouldn't have been. Also hate to leave them with the consequences of their action. You don't have to. I typically find myself middle ground of like, how can I not lose, help you out? I don't want you to have a bad experience. Might draw the map. Map needs a characterization anyway. But separate in Writer and just import it as a PDF so the text is the way you can get like a fully characterized map. Did I have the Congress? Probably not gonna try. They already poked me like what's great and stuff. I should have saved this. Kind of the whole point of out the overhead. It just feels. I just realized my cam wasn't on. Not that I'm like super right now. Okay. That's good. Go back here. Have to do this. This. Chat. Cannot read right now. That scrap contains no visible object. No. Okay, well, I need is. Oh. This update. InDesign always has this bad habit of changing my tool. The panels. Alright, give me that. Make it this color. Also, yeah, it's a CMYK swatch. Make sure it's CMYK and not RGB. The difference is RGB is for screens and CMYK is for print. You didn't know. Screens and print have different color ranges. You're in the right one, or else you're gonna have color shifts. You go to print. Get a guide for 3 columns, no gutter, line to the page. This is going to be my crease line if all goes well. Okay, so that's my center panel. Same size. A little bit of bleed. This. Get the beige color. Much. I'm gonna kind of reconstruct this. There's nothing wrong with the actual aesthetic of this. Kind of didn't work for what was just in little ways. The theme wasn't the problem, is what I say. It was just the way that some of the content was. I kind of like the theme actually. Campy. It's. I don't know if it has to do with the helicopters. And my friend said we could just wrap it. An option. Yeah, nothing wrong with it. I just don't see how it relates to helicopters. These need to be reversed. Balance. Bats. Bats. But Austin have, from what this says, the largest colony of bats. I ungroup this. I copied them all together. Carl. Real nice. Um, oh no, it still works. I think this might be a map. Giving me yeah, there we go. Bat. Chris can kind of nap them anyway. At least two different ones. Okay. Or about how to do this. Oh, the cartographers here for a minute. Okay. So what I need from the map. Okay, so the map is all image. That's good and bad. That. These. Oh, this is like a weird thing that goes over to the front. I need to get rid of everything that's not the map and animation. Be a tough ask though. This isn't a bad map. I just think it could serve a little better. May as well just start cutting things. Anyways, I started blasting. The issue I'm running into is there's just like too many things on top of the map. All I really need right now. Box. A map. Out of here. This is all I need. Hopefully I can make something cute and helpful. Imagine that. Okay, so there are 3 different tours: Sunset Helicopter, Downtown Sunset, and Downtown Night Tour. Helicopter tour at night sounds real sketchy to me, if you ask me. I thought, which might be a little helpful. The capital, Texas Capitol, should be on this side, I think. Stadium is also on this side. If this is the highway, it is. So this is 35. Yeah, these 2 things are on the left side of the highway. Congress Bridge is like here, up to the Capitol. Be a little more help. What is helpful? It actually, I've never been on a helicopter or like flights and been on a plane once. Okay, what's kind of cute. An illustration. This wouldn't isometric thing. I type in helicopter tour map. What are other people doing? This is literally the client. They have another map that's just like this would actually be a pretty, all of this area is undeveloped. Be like good hog hunting. Guys. Same thing. See, I kind of like a map like this that shows you a little bit of greenery. I look at this, it's like, oh, I get to see urbanization, which I don't know is probably cool to some people. I would rather go out to see green. One looks pretty cool. Makes it pretty easy to see which tours actually go on which paths, or like see which locations. I like that, the little dots above the locations. This one. Oh, this one has photo. That's a really good idea, actually. I like this. Simple. Land, water, like photo. 15-minute tour. You keep blinking, you missed it. I don't know what this. This is the minimalist. It just has like the. Not even a map. It's saying where things are. Okay, well let's try and go for something like this. Let me actually text my friend. And see if they have pictures. I think this was a sign. The problem with Austin, like it's all land. I could find the stream came to a grueling halt. Um, Absolutely. Okay. All I really want is in this area. Roughly. It doesn't go as high as I need it to. I want to be down here, but also like right up here. Which we don't really need because nothing over there that we go visit. Shapes on this thing. What the heck? Just give me the rectangle. This is good. This map is showing me all of them. It actually stops right around here somewhere. I don't know. I'm just avoiding the the hard job of tracing the water. But somebody's got to do it. And honestly, it's not even that. We tap all the way. Because a lot of these points are just going to be so small. Wouldn't think twice about them. But doing this also makes the print quality better. Because you're gonna have a vector shape instead of a rasterized map. And do here. I think I'm just gonna upload this as an uncut episode of Red Ink Black Coffee. The vibe. It's been so busy lately. And I am doing a good job of what I said. Thing at a time. Problem is, I just have a lot of fun things to do. It especially feels weird lately because I'm not exactly sure which direction my business, my main job is going. Because my boss hates transparency with a passion. I don't know what his problem is. I'm just gonna trace here. I'm gonna have to remove all these other things before I can actually get a shape of the water. We had a person retire, and our team is only 5 people. Which it's typically only on any given day because the boss is never in. He has told me before he hates this place. Which should tell you all you need to know about the business. No, definitely doesn't feel absolutely secure. But it's not like he doesn't hate the business, he just doesn't want to run it anymore, which is I think a lot of his frustrations comes from he doesn't actually know how to run a business. Particularly this kind of business. He never adapted to changing technology. Kind of just thought it would be okay to do the same thing for all his. Where'd my shape go? A business that fails to adapt dies. But I don't know if it's giving him too much bit to say that he doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to like adapt. But not only does he not know how to do it, he doesn't want to know. But he would rather be out doing his thing, which he's really good at. Um, he's really good. His other to the point where like not heads of state, state authorities like go to him because he's the authority. Um, he's done his thing for so long, and I love that for him. Like he should just do what makes him happy. But at the same time, why do you have this other business here that's not making money? You don't want to put in the work to make money. Nobody's making you be here. I'm just a little confused about his motives. And it could be like a lineage thing. This business is older than I am. And just because it's gone on for so long, he may want to just keep it, but it's like why? And I don't mean that as like an ungrateful remark. I honestly just wonder why. Because obviously its existence is beneficial to me and all my coworkers. I don't know. I just like, why would you want to be in charge of a business that makes no money, especially when you aren't interested in helping it make money? You could easily just like rent the building out or something and collect a check. No. But one of our peeps retired. Another one is due to retire in a couple weeks. Um, so we're obviously going through changes. Um, my only wonder is what is the plan? It's always been what is the plan because my state's coming up with a plan. God forbid there be some transparency. These are the kind of people that would like whisper when I'm 10 feet away in the same room. If there's only 5 people on this team, like it costs you nothing. Um, Windy River, annoying part. I mean, once I have it, I'll map of Austin vectorize. Which is kind of the main reason I'm doing this. I wonder if there's a map I could buy. I don't know. Generally, I would charge $30 an hour. I've only been working on their project for maybe an hour, maybe 40. Probably gonna give it to them for free. Little tricky. I thought I was hoping, not I thought, but I was hoping the sewer paths would actually be part of the map. Nobody paid for the geologists prefers. The cartographers are gonna come at me. Cartographer, don't come at me. Fair. And I'm not trying the image trace, uh, because there might be too much variance, because the paper is very fine. It tends to do better when the element tracing are bold, defined, and high resolution. I have a feeling if I tried it, shape, I would not be happy with the results. But maybe I should have tried it first. Maybe that's my ego talking. It's either ego or wisdom. Never know which. What else was this week? Mother's Day? Mother's Day came up. My mom didn't want to go anywhere. We did a bunch of yard work and call your mama. And I realize now I was been so busy I didn't call partner's mom. Bad on me. I really meant to. Shame on me. I only loved one of my moms. Let that be let that be my regret this week. My lament. No, I think it's really important to just love the people in your life when you have them, because they're not always going to be there. We're only guaranteed death and taxes. And life comes in seasons, just like maybe my job is disappearing. Maybe, I don't know. Everything has its season, including the people in your life, so make sure you are saying what you need to say, doing what you need to do. And if you're smart, preparing for the people who will come into your life later. Tell if it's just me or if this screen is like getting dim. This is the airport. This is way out of town. I didn't know the river went this far. At this point, the river's just trickle. Crazy how that works. So I finished my book. The next book I'm going to read is going to be on live account from the Holocaust, because I need I need to know. I don't know. It's a dark subject, but I feel like it's important to just educate yourself. I used to be a lot more like fascinated with World War II culture and memorabilia. Like I think that was because of Call of Duty. That was just kind of the era I grew up in. Is like, whoa, World War II, that's the hot thing. The hot thing. I don't know. It got way too many video games, probably. Sorry if you're in chat. I can't read it quite at the moment while I'm doing this trace. They don't have to be too perfect. I can always come back later. That's the good thing about vectors is, unlike bitmap, they're fairly changed. Then we make it the watercolor. Wow, it's a river. Wanky. If anything, I might just take a path and just simplify it to make it a little smoother on those edges. Not actually gonna take any more out, just let the AI. Okay, we're good. I'm not missing anything. I feel like all of those early YouTubers, which is like exactly what I should feel like because I am just an early YouTuber. But specifically just like uploading for myself. I need to actually, I should have been recording so that I could upload this as a red ink. But hopefully I can just address the live upload. I don't know. Is live different than your regular feed? Because it doesn't go into your videos feed, but it stays in your live tab. So it feels like a video. Did I just like add it to a playlist? Is that a thing? Am I talking heresy? Must the live tab never touch the videos tab? I don't know. Maybe it's better this doesn't make it into the red ink black coffee pod podcast playlist because I'm not gonna cut and edit this. So I don't have to. I do a please. Never mind. I don't have a pencil tool. Can't afford a pencil. I swear. One of these tools. The pencil tool. There we go. Pencil tool is just, it's like the path tool, but it's better for these like short segment creating instantly. And honestly, I think these little like cow pastures are gonna be too small to really see anyway. Printed. But because they're on the map, I just feel the need. And I said I wanted like a green map. I don't think I'll need to lie about like the city limits. I'd be happier if there's just like a bunch of green, like gray here. That is the city limits. Than everything else. Because some of these are parks and stuff. I don't know. I think overall it's just going to be a nicer. Get rid of the roads. When you're when you're in a oh boy, helicopter. Oh, I did not just forget the word helicopter. You don't need to think about. But I mean that's That's the difference between me and the other designer who did this. I'm here to put in the work. I'm gonna carry the boat. Struggling to get up the stairs. Who's gonna carry the boats? Been running 6 miles pretty regular on my. But I'm not getting up in the morning. It's really the place where I'm kicking myself. Get up. Something. Do like it's so dark and so first can wait. And it's like what the issue is like why do I give myself a choice? Just because it is like it isn't the end of the world if I sleep in. Why do I give my choice? Like no better except just being cozy for I don't know, I beat myself up about that. Oh, I need to sing praises. The God corner. Been feeling good about God lately. In a really patient way. Not like grand things are happening in my lane, but I don't know, I just feel good. Sermon I had this morning actually. I feel like I get sermons that are like specifically meant a lot of the times. Um the YouTube algorithm is working on God's behalf. But it's like I'll be thinking about a thing and the sermon will somehow word that. But that's kind of how the Bible works, I guess. The scriptures go into it and then find something that's what actually got me back into church was first my mom. I always had this thing of like get my mom a house. And while I can't afford a house, why not the house of God? So when she decided she wanted to get back into church after in 15 years, supportive, the family was not. They weren't unsupportive. They just being neutral or passive. They weren't like oppositional. They were unsupportive. But that's what got me back into the building. But what actually got me back into praying and stuff is that I got an in. I don't know. No, I got an injury. My foot. I was doing those side jobs, those gig jobs. Specifically Bellhop, like an app where you just like hire a couple of guys to come move your apartment or whatever. You pay them for like $20 an hour. It's less than what movers actually make. Get benefits or insurance or anything. You hardly get equipment. Like if you're a regular guy, if you're not a team lead, you don't get any. I was buying my own stuff just so I didn't have to touch people's whatnot. But anyway, I was doing that for 2 months. I was just trying to pay off my debt, which didn't work out. Big surprise. It I made money, but not a whole lot by the end of taxes and stuff, and especially not after my injury. Um, but what happened is I dropped a sofa on my toe. Does that seem like a good idea? This sounds like such a stupid injury. As far as like, oh, it got me back into praying to God. Um, if you're religious, you're probably like, yes, yes, amen. God works in mysterious ways, but if you're not religious, like this fucking idiot. Dropped something on his toe, and just because it worked out, he thinks this or that, which I don't know. Up to you. Just having something not work out, because I usually have things work out. First it got me into the emergency, or like an emergency. So I was like taken out of my normal for that. It's a little bit scary, not terribly scary, but it's different. There we go. I don't think I need luck. We're not going there. And I can just do this. Map should look like. Sorry, it's going up, but there's so many elements on this project. This is what I was looking for. Something soft and easy. The eyes. Gotta get all the other little layers in there, but I can wait. Yeah, I got into the emergency. And everything was fine. They gave me a routine and I stuck. Slowly the wound was healing, but actually they thought it wouldn't. The heal, they said my nail was probably gone forever. But it looks like it's come back. If I had to guess, it's like 80%, which they thought was gonna happen. I'm glad it never got infected. Glory to God. But no, this is like my little thing every day, cleaning it and washing it and stuff. Did a little prayer on it. Like the one thing that I kept really just built up the habit of me getting in and sitting a little bit. So if you had to ask me my testimony, it'd be my toe. Toe got hurt. Toe better now. But no, I feel good. God is good, and in more ways than just that, probably. Doing all right. Not too bad. But this has probably gone on too long. Drawn map, and the rest of the brochure follow suit. Like the text layout, contrast text is. So I'm probably gonna in stream here just because it's getting late. But y'all take care. Be good. Your mother. Wait, that's your best. Howard. That's Jordan Peterson. Yeah, I hope the best for y'all. Y'all take care. I will see you maybe tomorrow for a game stream. See how this works.